Hello, hello, hello. Iowa Mooney Pilot here. It has been a while since I've had any content on my channel. It's not for a lack of trying, I can tell you that. I've actually been up in the air quite a few times. We've taken the cameras up there, but for some reason the audio hasn't been working out well for us, and I've traced it down to a cable, but I was actually having too much power into the camera, and it was booming itself out. But I have flown several times. I actually flew with Dan Holm up from the Ankeny Fanatic up to the Unidome up in Ames, or not Ames, but Waterloo. We flew up there for the Ankeny Centennial Jaguars and the Ankeny Hawks semifinal football game. So both Ankeny teams were battling each other, and so we had the opportunity to go up there. So I picked him up in Marshalltown, and we flew up to the dome up there in Waterloo, and watched the game, and then we flew back. So I had that all on video, but like I said, having audio issues, so I didn't make a video. I did fly again with a buddy of mine named Drew Dobbs. Drew, he is a commercially rated pilot, and he does agri business type stuff, so crop dusting kind of stuff and some other aircraft. He actually flew with me because he has never flown in a Mooney. And during the downtime, he's actually going to ferry an aircraft back from California, I believe, to Missouri or Illinois or someplace like that. So he wanted to get some time in a Mooney, and so we took him up, and I actually got my top speed ever in my Mooney on that flight. He took a picture of the screen. It was 203 knots, which was like 233 miles an hour across the ground.
Right. There you go, fastest I've ever been, 192.
Nice.
So 218 miles an hour is 190.
Wow.
And so we're doing well over 218 miles per hour across the ground right now.
Heck yeah.
192. That's crazy fast.
So fast.
Thanks, Drew, for making me go up today. This is 193.
All about going fast.
It is, and that's what you get a Mooney for. It's about going fast. 194. If I hit 200, I'm taking my phone. You got to take a picture of it, and you got to send it to me.
Oh yeah. Oh, we're.
Ooh, I think I'm gonna hit 200. There it is.
Oh, yep. Oh.
201.
Oh.
Jeez. Crazy, insane, fast.
So fast.
Yep.
We actually hit 206 knots, but he only got the picture of the 203. So we'll claim that as our victory point. But 203. I am in my my bedroom, not my bedroom, but my bedroom that my wife kicked me to. She did not kick me out of my bedroom, but what she did do is she moved all of my clothes out of the master closet into here. So I now have my own room here in my own space, and we are going to start decorating this thing and get it all aviation themed. But yeah, this has got it's got my sitting chair in here, and it's got all my clothes back in the closet, and it's where I take off put all my dirty clothes and stuff like that. But this is going to be a great opportunity for me to be able to set up a computer, be able to do some editing on some videos, and get everything out of the way, out of the den, all the computer and camera stuff. Get that out of there. So I have my own place and own space, and I kind of like it since we don't need this bedroom anymore. This was actually an infant's bedroom at one time, and then it turned into my son's bedroom, and then he moved down in the basement. So, yeah, this is a rather small room. It's the smallest room in the house, but it'll work just fine for me, and it'll be my own private little space, which is pretty awesome. I want to give a quick shout out to my sister-in-law who made this for me. How cool is that? Iowa Mooney Pilot. She made this. She bought a sewing machine that has a program on it. You can just program stuff in, and it does this whole embroidery stuff. And she was able to do that. Now the plane is not a Mooney; it's some sort of goofy little thing. But she was just tinkering with it and seeing what she could do and what she could make. She made this, and she gave it to me. She goes, "This isn't the final product." She goes, "I'll make you one that's really nice, really cool." And I said, "Well, I'm going to keep this anyway." So very cool. I didn't realize that sewing machines could be so awesome. But yeah, this is This is pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. So I kept it, and it's sitting here on my little table here. This table that we're on is actually a checkerboard chess table, that was made a long time ago by one of my wife's relatives, and when they passed away, they asked, "Hey, who wants this?" And my wife said, "I'll take it." And so we have it in our home. My wife grew up playing on this table, and so it's kind of has a special place in her heart. So I get to keep it in my room, which is pretty cool. And so it's sitting here. One of the awesome things about the past probably month and a half since I put up a video, I've gotten some flight time in, which is pretty cool. We flew to Spencer this last weekend, got to see my daughter's house, and it's all done. For the most part, we still got some things. She's still doing some things, putting in sinks and that kind of stuff. But she's living there, which is pretty awesome. So we got a chance to go up there and spend the whole weekend this last weekend. And my son, Crazy Kyle, got to see it for the first time. So we went up there, shot some guns, and played with a new toy. And that's what this video is all about. So one of the new toys that I just got was this. This is a drone. It's called a Ruko F11 Gim2 drone. I bought this so that I could put added video to video content to the channel. So this is really cool because when I go to destinations, I'll be able to take this with me. Comes in a nice fancy little case, and we'll do some unboxing here in a little bit. And you guys will see what that's about. But yeah, it's really cool. I've flown it several times, and I'm going to run you guys through it, and we'll open it up. So what do you say? Let's get started. Let's get cracking. All right. So this is the Ruko F11 Gim2 drone that I purchased, and I will open it up now and show you what it's all about. So when you unzip, it comes in a nice hard case, which is pretty awesome. So I'll be able to put this in my luggage with me and take it places with me. We plan on taking this. I'm going to take this to Ecuador. I'm actually leaving to Ecuador in mid-January. I'm going to be there for 2 weeks. I'm going to take this with me, and we'll do some pretty cool videos there in Ecuador. Ecuador is absolutely beautiful. And we plan on going to the Galapagos Islands as well. We're going to spend maybe 5 days in the Galapagos. I will be doing some scuba diving, and I will take my other cameras down with me, and hopefully we get some good video out of the scuba diving. My hope is that they allow scuba diving there in the Galapagos. We still haven't found a charter yet, but hopefully we'll be able to find a charter, be able to do that. My brother-in-law does not, he will scuba dive, but he's not a big seafaring person, so we'll see what happens. But this is the Ruko drone case. So when you open it up, it has pockets on this side, and in this side it had all my charging cables and everything else that I would need. Now it is a USB-C cable that they use to charge this stuff, so I don't use any of the cables that they gave me because I've got 12,000 of those things in my on my computer and everything else. So these little cables just going to stay in these little handy little things until I need them, I guess. So so it comes with that. It comes with the instructions, the quick start instructions. It also comes with a more detailed user manual. So both of these things come with the drone. It also comes with extra blades. Those extra blades go in case you damage your blades or need to replace them. So we get extra blades with it. So hard case, blades, instructions, and USB-C cables to help charge. Piece of styrofoam to help protect it. But this, it also comes, so it comes with an extra battery, which was really cool. So I've got this extra battery. This drone goes about 25 minutes before we have to bring it back. We're going to go test fly it, and I'm going to show you what it does. But this is a rather large drone. It's a nice heavy duty one. I will move this off the table. It is a heavy duty type drone. Everything unfolds, and it's a nice firm, it's firm to pull back, and it pops into place nice and firm. So these all come out, boom, 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 boom. Oh, and oh. So this is the drone. It also comes with on the front side here. It's got a little protector for the camera. Now you can see the camera on the front of that thing. This is a 2-axis camera with EIS. So the 2-axis camera, it will pan this way and it'll go up and down. But then it has also got enhanced stabilization. And that enhanced stabilization allows it to have really smooth and awesome video. And I'll show you what that looks like a little later. So the drone might be rolling around like this, but the video stays still in it, which is really awesome. This is the remote. This remote is, it basically is just a plain little remote, and it has these little, oh, what do they call those things? Little handles, I guess, and they screw right into the top, but they are in the bottom, of the remote. So you just pull them out and you screw them in. So that's cool. Hope you guys see that. Now we'll go outside and fire this thing up, but yeah, this thing it's pretty simple. It does. You pull this out and you put your phone in here. Your phone will actually go in this little holder here, and there's a cable. Now, if you have an iPhone, they have a cable for that, and if you have an Android product, they have a cable for that. So my phone is actually an Android deal, and it has these little cables. There are cables that come with the kit that allow you to do the Android. So that's actually what's plugged in already. But the iPhone, so the iPhone will allow you to, there's another cable in there so you can plug the iPhone in. So it does work for both Android and iOS platforms. So basically, you throw your phone in there, and your phone turns into a screen that you can use to be able to see where the drone's going. Now, this drone will go 1.86 miles away, almost 2 miles away, before you lose signal. That is pretty impressive. We actually took the drone up to Spencer, to Peterson with us, and we flew it, and we flew probably, I don't know, 3/4 of a mile away. We couldn't see the drone anymore, going through farm fields, and I got a little nervous and turned it around and came back. But we're going to go outside, and I'm going to show you all the really cool features that this thing has. We'll see you in a bit. All right, so we are out here in the cold. We have winds out of 170 at 10. So they're coming directly south. So that means they're coming from, well, not directly south, but they're coming from this way and going that way. I hope you can see this. How you doing, Lowell? Putting a drone up. I bought a drone, so I'm having some fun with it. Yes, I am. I'm spying on you, Lowell. Yeah, there you go. So, neighbors are awesome. So anyway, we're here with the drone. We're going to go ahead and get this thing fired up. So the way we fire it up is we basically, we're going to plug it in first. So plug it into the side. Then we turn it on. So we touch the button. It says battery 100%, and then we hold it down. Power on. So now it's going to say it's connecting. So what we want to do here is we want to turn this on. So we hold this down for 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that's turned on. Okay. So we are going to turn the screen on my phone. Got the whole Jamaica vibe thing going. Now it takes about 50 seconds, it says, to connect. So it says it's connecting. So, but it'll go through once you connect to this, it goes right into the Ruko app. You want to hit confirm, and we go to the Ruko app. So now we're on Ruko app. It says it's connecting. Once it connects, it says it's in GPS mode. We will get this thing up, GPS mode. So we're in GPS mode now. Now what we want to do is we want to basically get this thing fired up. So we're going to go hit controls. It gives you the directions on what you need to do to ensure safe flight, blah, 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 unfold the arms. It gives you all these tutorials on how to get this thing fired up. So you hit next, 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 next. I've already done this a couple times, so we should be good to go. Now it's telling me right here that I have to do a geomagnetic horizon calibration. So basically what I do is I take the drone and I spin it around like here. Cube. Okay. Now it's saying I have to do it on this axis. So what I'll do is I'll do it like this. Like a beep. now it's doing level calibration. So it's calibrating itself on a level. So you can see my feet out in front of it. So what's pretty awesome about this is the video. So I can turn this thing pretty drastically, and it stays level. You can see how it's staying level. When I do this, and the video stays pretty stable. So we're going to aim this thing directly to the south, kind of into the wind, and we'll get it fired up. To get it fired up, you go 5 and 7 on this. It fires up the motors. So now the motors are going, and what we want to do is go up. And since we're up in the air now, basically, it'll hover right there. I don't have to do anything because it's GPS locked. So basically, it GPS locks itself right where it needs to be. So it'll stay right over that spot until I decide to move it, which I absolutely love because the wind is actually coming right at it. So if the wind's coming right at it, it's actually fighting the wind. So we'll go ahead and take off, take some pictures. So you can see how we're going up in the air. Tells you how high you are. So we're currently 24 meters high. And if I can sit there and spin this thing around and look over the entire city of Ankeny. Not the entire city, but that's pretty awesome. So this is coming straight back down the street. There's a on this side, the little thumb thing or finger thing, you can actually pan the camera down onto the ground. So you're overlooking my truck there that's snow covered. And I'm actually right below it. Let's see if I can get into view here. There I am, a little black spot. So one of the cool things about this too is that you can paint, not paint, but do GPS. You can do follow. So you hit this, image follow, okay? And then what you do is you paint this, paint me. Lost perspective of the target. So let's see if we can do this again. Not wanting to lock in, so maybe it's too high. And we go like right here. Come on. Take some touchy-tons. There we go. Boom. We're gonna image follow. Touch image follow. Slide this to the right. And what we're gonna do is paint me. Okay, so now I'm painted. So now if I were to start walking, it should follow me. And it did not. Why is it not following me? Let's try it again. There we are. Now I'm fully in the box. There we go. See, maybe the box has to be bigger. Maybe it's trying to do the sidewalk. That's probably what it is. So we're gonna try this. Yeah. So as I'm going, this camera will continue to turn and follow me. As you can see, it just keeps turning and following me, which is pretty cool. What we're going to do now is go ahead and fly this thing around. I'm going to show you some capabilities of it. That's into the sun. We're going to turn it around and go down the street here. Get it up high, don't run any trees, and we'll get going. So we're headed south, down the street. We're gonna go all the way to 18th Street from my house, which is 3 blocks away. Well, there's 18th Street out in front of us. And we'll go over Shannon Kimberly's house. She's pretty awesome. This is her house right here. 4-car garage. It says we're currently 26 feet in the air, or 26 meters in the air. We're about 210 meters away, and we're just flying around the neighborhood. Can't hear it, I can't see it. This is 21st Street right here. It's going to turn into 21st. And when we go down this street, this is the street that I live on. I live on the other end. There we are. So the wind is blowing 170 at 10 knots. And there's my neighbor's house. And there's me, right there. Now, it does have a zoom, so we're going to stop right there. Right there, and then zoom. The zoom is on the other side, so you can pop a zoom, and you can zoom in on me. And now I'm waving. And I can see the drone, and it's quite a ways out there. But zoom, I don't think is very good. It's probably pretty grainy, but yeah, really cool. There's lots of really cool features on this. This also has GPS on it, so it tells you exactly where you went. So you can just see all the stuff that you photographed and where it's all been. So we are now going to start recording. We are recording right now. So this is what we'd see from the drone. Going directly into the wind. It's a little slow. We're going to go down to the end of the block here and turn around and come back and see what kind of speed we get. Right now we're only doing about 4.6 meters a second, which isn't very fast. I'm thinking probably 10 miles an hour maybe, because we're going directly into the wind. So this says we're doing 6.1 meters a second right now, and we're coming up on the 18th, Northeast 18th. This is the main thoroughfare, one of the main thoroughfares for east-west traffic in Ankeny. Go down there, and there's Northeast Elementary down there. So there's Northeast Elementary, right there in front of us. That's Trilene. Yeah, this is Northeast Elementary right there. So I thought about, there's a field out there. You can see that field just beyond the school. I thought about buying a paramotor and taking off from that field. That was one of my goals, was going to do that. So another cool thing about this is that you see the battery power right there. That's the battery. It tells me how much battery's left in it. So we're going to go ahead and get this sucker coming back. We're going to take the shortcut. We'll head it right about there, and we'll take off. See what happens. See what kind of speeds we can get now. So we're doing 8.1 meters a second, a little faster. Yep, you can see me standing there. Starting to hear it now. Boy, it's cold out here. My fingers are cold. And so we're going to go ahead and turn this thing around. And here's one of the cool things about this. What I love. So let's say that you're far away and it starts to go low on battery. What'll happen is it'll automatically return to home. So you can set the parameters in this through settings, and it'll allow you to be able to set those parameters to say, hey, when you're coming home, I want to make sure that you're at least 30 meters high. So we're going to clear the trees. So it'll clear the trees. It'll do everything it's got to do. It'll come back. It'll hover over the spot, and I'm going to show you what it's going to do. So I'm going to hit this little home button right here. Boom. It's going to realign itself. It's going to reorient itself. It's going to go find where it's got to go. It's finding its center point. It's going to turn around. It's going to face the same way it was facing, which is due south. And it's going to come back down and it's going to land. It's going to land right on the spot, at least close to the spot of where we put it. Now, we took it off on the sidewalk, and right now it is currently just to the side of the sidewalk. Maybe, there we are. So I actually leveled it out and made it good to go. But how cool is that? You just hit a home button and it goes. So we're going to take off again. Remember, 5 and 7, boom, fires up the motors, and back up in the air we go. So that 2-axis gimbal, the camera gimbal, helps keep everything stable and smooth, which is absolutely cool. It has a follow function. It has a GPS mode, so you can put down GPS coordinates and figure out where you want to go. You know, have the drone fly exactly how you want it to fly. It has a return to home feature when the battery gets low. But I think what's really cool is that it is stable as all get out. It is windy out here today, and this sucker is flying really well. So we're going to head to the north. I don't know if we want to do that. I don't want to go upwind because it's challenging to come back downwind. We don't want to go downwind. We want to go upwind. That's what we're going to do. So this drone is, like I said, very stable, very easy to fly. When I first got the drone, I was flying this thing, and I was trying to get out far away, and it would only let me go 98 feet, and I couldn't figure out why. Well, I had it on beginner mode, and whenever you have it on beginner mode, it doesn't allow you to go further than 98 feet. So I took it off beginner mode. This drone will go 1.86 miles, which is pretty impressive for a drone. Like I said, we're way down at the other end of the street. We're crossing the street here, crossing 18th, and going to other people's backyards. I hope I don't. And there's Northeast Elementary again. So we're going to come back around, fly it back home, and we'll land it. But the cool thing about this drone is I plan on taking it with me on several trips. We're going to go take this thing up and see some pretty cool stuff with it. And I hope to have a really good time using this drone. What a neat toy this is. And for the price point, it's a pretty good deal. So I'm going to come down here, and I'm currently cruising down. We're going to go ahead and get this sucker to land. So again, all I have to do is hit the go home button, and it says going home, hands free. It is currently hovering above me, figuring out where it's at. It's now figured out where it's at. It's coming down. I've got to go inside because I am freezing. And I hope the audio turned out pretty good for this. So you can see it. Doing its thing. I'm adjusting it a little bit here because I want to make sure it comes down onto the sidewalk. There it is. And she stopped. So, how cool is that? And then you can turn it off. You can also take pictures with this, but you do everything with the app. How awesome. So we'll turn off the remote. The way you do that is you click it once, and then you hold it down. And it powers it off. To power this off, you just hit the off. It is now off. And there you go. We are good to go. We will go inside. All right, we made it back in. Boy, it is cold outside. My hands are frozen. Very cool drone. If you're thinking about getting a drone, I would highly recommend this drone, this Ruko F11 Gim2. Pretty impressed with it. Very stable drone, flies well. It's not crazy fast or anything, but who needs crazy fast when you're taking pictures? Speaking of pictures, this has a 4K camera on it. So the camera on the front of this is a 4K camera. I think it shoots video in 2.7K. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's what it is. But I tell you what, when you're watching videos on your phone or watching videos on a TV, 2.7K is pretty good. So I'm pretty impressed with the camera, pretty impressed with the drone. I'm really excited to be able to start using this thing. Excited to be able to take it places, and like I said, we're going to take it to Ecuador with us. We're going to take it to Florida with me. We're going back to Cocoa Beach in April. I hope to take it with me on the plane and go for plane rides and be able to take some pretty cool videos from destinations that I fly to. And speaking of destinations, I got a really cool video that I'm going to come up with here pretty soon. We have something very unique that's going to happen here in Central Iowa, and I'm going to be able to share it with everybody, and I can't wait to do it because it's something that's so unique and so rare that we've been chosen to have this here. So I hope that you just stay tuned. I'm sorry that I haven't had a lot of videos, but like I said, a lot of my videos that I've been making, the audio has been kind of jacked up and just wouldn't be good to watch. So, but I've had the opportunity to take quite a few flights in the aircraft, taken quite a few flights here in Central Iowa and all over the place, and excited to be able to keep flying. So it didn't wreck, didn't crash, didn't do anything illegal. So don't worry about that, but we will continue to keep flying. Speaking of legal, this is a drone that you have to get registered on the FAA website. You have to have it registered because of the weight and the size of it. It has to be registered. So be prepared to do that. It doesn't take too much to register it. You just go online and do it. I think it's like $5. It's pretty cheap, pretty easy, pretty inexpensive. If you are a Part 107 certified individual, you can get this drone, take pictures and take videos and all that kind of stuff, and sell that stuff and use your time and get paid to do this stuff. There are a couple jobs here in Central Iowa that I've seen. One was a wedding photographer place wanted a drone pilot, and then a realty company wanted somebody who was Part 107 certified with drone and equipment, where they could take videos of homes and properties and stuff like that. So very cool way to be able to take video and stuff and be able to do it stable, be able to fly over a place and just kind of take a good video and slowly go over it. So gives you a different perspective of the world when you're up there, especially 60, 80 feet high. Yeah, it's a pretty cool drone, very stable, love it. Highly recommend it for the money. This is definitely worth it. I did not want to spend thousands of dollars on a drone, which some of them can cost thousands of dollars. I think I paid $300 for this thing. $300 is all I paid. There was an $80 coupon or something, so I used that and got it off of Amazon. There are plenty of reviews out there. You can certainly look up the Ruko F11 Gim2 on YouTube. There's lots of dudes that are doing reviews on these things, and a lot of them are saying really good things about it. And these guys do reviews on drones, all kinds of drones. So, in fact, one of the guys says, "You know what? I usually sell or give these things away after I try them out and test them. But he says I think I'm going to keep it, and I don't blame him because this is a quality unit. I really like it. Excited to have it. Excited to start using it, and I'm excited to start videoing again and start putting some content out. So, thank you again for being a part of this, and thank you for subscribing. Appreciate your interest in what I do. A lot of this stuff is for posterity, but I also do it for fun and share my passion of aviation, all things aviation with you. So until we see each other again, you guys have a good time, and remember, we'll see you over the friendly skies of Iowa. So take care. Bye.